Welcome to Monday. Monday. It's raining. There's like water falling from the sky. I don't know what to do with that. Hi, I'm Amber Adrian, and this is your daily intuitive guidance for Monday, October 3rd. I took last week off, so I don't know. I guess I just decided to do that because sometimes you need to do that. So today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I drew a card, an oracle card, one of these like butterfly oracle cards that I love, for this week. So the card that came up was realizations and epiphanies, like a blue butterfly, which is very exciting. And also there's construction going on in my neighborhood, and so if you hear like drills and trees falling, sorry, that happens. Anyway, so this week, I really like this card for this week because now that we're in October, like September was kind of a rocky month. A lot of shifting, a lot of absorbing, a lot of movement that didn't feel like movement at all because it was so internal. And so like I think a lot of us felt like our lives had kind of stopped. We were in a Mercury retrograde as well, and there were all these eclipses. And so it was very powerful, but it was internally powerful rather than externally like obvious, I think. So this week as we start into October, I think the realizations and epiphanies, courtesy of the card, will be around what we really processed and received in September. And now it's about beginning to integrate those lessons and those realizations into our life. So I'll actually read the little card description. Oh yeah, here we go, of course. Haha. The changes you're experiencing are influenced by internal processes. You've been recognizing important truths, and now you're questioning parts of your life that you once took for granted. You've arrived at some new insights that are making you reconsider your previous choices. What you once felt comfortable with now makes you uncomfortable. You received this card as acknowledgement of this development and also as guidance to take your time in making life decisions and adjustments. Do your research, get support, and adopt the changes as you feel ready. After all, you don't want to increase your stress levels with any radical shifts you're not prepared for. Now that you've had these realizations, you'll make positive changes at a natural and healthy pace. Your new outlook will lead the way without stress or worries. And then additional meanings are like meditation, a spiritual path, channeling, which is essentially, what this is. So I really like that. And there were a couple of pieces that I think, could use a little bit more for this week. So where you once felt comfortable, you now feel uncomfortable. That can be uncomfortable because, we're creatures of, our physical bodies, like really like comfort. We really crave comfort because that feels safe on a very, kind of fundamental lizard brain level. And so we really want to stay in those comfortable spaces. So when we hit a point where what once worked for us no longer does, we can freak out a little bit, which is why I really like the idea of, going slowly with integrating these changes, and maybe, this past month you've sort of realized you need to let go of something in your life, whether that's a habit, a project, a business, a relationship, from very small to very large, that can cause a little bit of stress. So I feel like that's a piece to channel on. Like, how can we move into this really new, beautiful space that's opening up for us in a way that doesn't like make our bodies or our lives freak out? So I'm just going to ask about that and just see what we get. And again, this is for today and for this week and probably for this month. So this video is just getting really into it. So how can we make these changes without causing undue stress? Okay, so it really feels like daily, I don't really like the phrase daily habits, actually. It's more about consistent practices, I think. Places where you can really sink into what your soul is really, calling you toward. And that, can feel very big, but also very, very ritualized and very, just daily, like whatever you do daily to really take care of yourself. And I'm a big fan of like Netflix and popcorn as self care, honestly, but this kind of self care is more in the lines of like, you know, getting out into the woods and like touching trees or, meditating or praying or, doing your yoga practice or whatever it is that really cares for you on a deep and fundamental level, because that's what is going to help all of these changes process through in a way that feels really supported and really lovely. Um, so it's really about kind of grounding into what supports you. And at this point, you know what that is. And so just be in that space daily and allow your own internal guidance to shine through and allow your own, what you now desire to be, to become part of your life. Even if it feels uncomfortable to think about right now, know that it won't always. Know that it will begin to really feel um, sorry, sometimes sentences escape me. It feels like there's a specific word that wants to come through, and so I'm just trying to make sure that I get it. It's not aligned, it's not guided. Why does this always happen when like record is happening? Okay, what is this word? It's not supported. It's not joyful. It's not loved. Want something really specific today. Okay, so now that we're like 7 minutes in, this is getting awkward. Hi, guys. Okay. So what wants to come through is that these changes are, want to be you. Like these changes. Oh, there it is. Okay. So these changes that are happening now and that may feel uncomfortable are really actually part of your, if you want to put it this way, like your divine life plan. Whether that's, if you're into Akashic records or soul codes or, any kind of like, fate or, what you came here to do, like we're really starting to get into that now. So what these changes are about really like following what your soul came here to do. So this is big, and so really supporting yourself in those gentle daily practices is going to be pretty, pretty essential right now and really a lovely way to to help yourself through this time. And I think it's gonna feel good. Like I think things have been feeling a little bit rocky, but we're getting into the place where things are gonna start lighting up, feeling lighter and feeling brighter, and that's all really lovely. And now that this video has become very long, I will just say that be in this space, take care of yourself, and know that all of this is like bringing you to the place that you've really longed for. So, hooray! Thank you. See you tomorrow.